What's up, everyone? Today we have yoga for if you are stuck in a boot. Maybe you've been instructed to take some rice, rest, ice, compression, elevate. That's what I've been doing a little bit of, and I'm looking to move my body a little bit, but do it in a safe way. So I put together a little practice today for us to just kind of open up the hips from being in that sitting position, and then also just get some movement going, get the blood flowing, hopefully heal you up a little bit quicker. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our backs. Let's go ahead and bring the legs out long, slide down. If you got anything in your hair, you can just move that out of the way. Get a nice flat back here. Arms will reach up nice and tall. Wiggle on your sitting bones. And go ahead and bring a knee into the chest. Take a few rounds of breath here. Go ahead and send your attention to the straight leg, the front hip crease. Just focusing on opening that up a little bit. If you've been laying down all day, you probably have some tightness there. This is great if you drive or sit at a desk. And go ahead and switch it out. Pull the left knee into the chest. I know we've got boots on our feet, but the more active you can make your straight leg, the more open you're gonna get in that hip crease. And then switch it out one more time each side. So we're getting some mobility, some compression, some opening. Last time, go ahead and switch it out. Good, this time bring both knees in, give yourself a little rock side to side, massage that lower back. And then set both feet down gently on the floor and open up your knees wide. Take a supine butterfly pose. Again, opening up those hip creases here. You have the option to bring your hands behind your body. Stay here for 10 rounds of breath. Breathe into any tension you feel. If this is ever too much, if you have blocks or even just a pillow, you have the option to place those underneath your knees. Give you a little bit of support. It's whatever feels best for you. And if you do have a block or a pillow, I like to use something long like this. We'll use that in our next position. So use your hands, go ahead and assist your knees up. And then bring your pillow down by your waist. We're gonna get into this from a seated position. So go ahead and rock and roll forward. And then I want you to place this pillow behind your hips. And we're just gonna slowly come up onto the pillow. Get on there. Slowly lower down. You can bring the legs out straight. Or again, if you found the butterfly pose nice and relaxing, you can take that as well. This is just elevating the hips a little bit so that they both can open in that front hip crease. Holding here for another 10 rounds of breath. When I am in class, I like to have my students play with their breath as this concept of similar to the power of our thoughts, power of our breath. So think of your breath as breathing in your ideas, your thoughts, breathing in creation. And what do you want to breathe into creation? Maybe it is healing and health, strength. Come back to that word, whatever it is you choose. Just focus on that, on your breath, building the power of our subconscious here. Our bodies are made to naturally heal themselves. So if we can train our thoughts and our breath and what type of energy we want to carry through our body with our breath, maybe that will help us heal a little bit faster. Okay, slowly go ahead and bend your knees. You can use your arms to help lift them back up. And I'm going to have you roll over onto one side, coming off your pillow. Go ahead and grab that, move that out of the way here. And then let's send our legs up tall this time. Find a few circles. Move our props out of the way. Away from the sides. We're going to take a twist here in a moment. So many things. Take it the other direction. This is massaging the sacrum. Good stabilizer. Good. Go ahead and bend the knees. Hug them into your chest. And then let's take some gentle twist. Arms can come out to the side. Maybe put them up like football post. Then slowly exhale. Lower the knees over to the side. Let the legs fall. Again, sending your breath anywhere you maybe feel a little bit of tension. Go ahead and bring the knees through center on an inhale. Exhale, let them fall over to the other side. Just simply breathing. Inhale will bring you back up through center. Go ahead and set the feet down gently. Extend them out long. Alright, so we're going to move into Banana Asana. Open up this side body a little bit here. So go ahead and walk your feet over to the left corner, the bottom of your mat. And then shift your top body over to the left corner of the mat. And hips are popped out a little bit to the side here. Now, this is a really deep stretch, so arms can come up overhead. And I want you to take a big breath in. Feel the side body and that right hip. That's where we're going to feel a lot of expansion coming up our lateral side of our torso. And again, we'll stay here for about 10 rounds of breath. And if it's ever too much, you can move your body back over towards the center of the mat a little bit. And again, I know we're being really careful here, but if your body allows it, if you want to go a little bit deeper, you have the option to cross your right ankle over the left. Just listen to your body, whatever feels right. And gently bring your arms down by your side body. Use your elbows to get your torso back into the center. Uncross the ankles, legs can come through center. Maybe you find a little windshield wiper here. Just rocking side to side. And we'll take it the other direction. Legs go long. Hips pop over to the left. Legs walk to the right corner. And then we shift our body over towards the right corner. Arms come up and back overhead. Breathing into the left hip crease here. And again, if The option is there for you, and you want to take it a little bit deeper. You can cross the left ankle over the right. If you want a little less, legs or torso can walk towards the center of the mat. Just come out of the bend a little bit. A few more rounds of breath here. Go ahead and come back through center, shift the torso, shift the legs, hips come back in line. Pull it all into your chest. Find a little rock, find some circles. And then very gently, we're gonna roll over on our bellies. Be mindful of the foot, mindful of the boot. All right, legs are gonna stay bent. We're gonna lower down here. Hands are gonna come behind us. You can start to lower your feet just a little bit here. And then on an inhale, I want you to lift up in the legs and the chest. Exhale, soften. Big breath in. Exhale, soften. One more big breath in. Hold it here. And soften. All right, let's go ahead and give the chest a little bit of love here. So arms are out in a T. Right ear is on the mat. Bend your left knee. Bend your left hand. And we're gonna slowly roll over onto the arm. Foot comes down, opening up in our chest here. You have the option, you can bind behind. Most likely if we are sitting, resting, we might be on our phones a little bit, right? Scrolling, letting the time pass. This is great for just opening up the chest instead of being hunched over. Release the bind if you took that. And then just slowly roll it back over. Left arm comes out this time. Bend the right one. We bend up in the right foot and slowly roll it over. Other side. Good. Go ahead and roll back over. Then we're going to take a half push-up here on our knees. Walk them in, drop it over onto the hip, and then we're going to come over onto our booties. Let's take a seated forward fold here. So I want you guys to have your legs out long. Find your sitting bones. Up nice and tall. Hands are going to come into the mat. I want you to lift up really tall in the crown of the head. Push the heels of your hands into the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. We're working to relieve a little bit of that tension in our shoulders. A lot of the times we're like this. Relax. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, arms will come up, biceps frame the face. Exhale, fold it forward, forward fold. Round in the back, chin comes to chest. And when you take a few rounds of deep breath here, this time send the breath to the back of your ribs and feel the lungs expand on your back body. So find that expansion on an inhale and soften on an exhale. Last round of breath here. Good. Inhale, rise. Walk your hands back towards your body. And you'll stay where you're at. You'll stay with your legs out in front of you. I'm just going to turn towards the camera. If you like, if it's comfortable for you, I know, again, we're being careful here. You can come to a seated position, cross-legged. You can also keep your legs out long for this one. But hands are gonna go down by the side body. Right ear drops to the right shoulder. And then walk the fingertips out to the left. Opening up that space between the left shoulder and the left ear. Inhale brings us back through center. Exhale, left shoulder, left ear. Option to walk the right fingertips out. Inhale brings us through center. Arms are going to sweep up. Breathe in. Exhale, lean it over to the right. Your hand can come down. Maybe you get to your forearm. And on an inhale, I want you to feel the left ribs get nice and big, almost lift you up. And then soften on your exhale. One more round of breath like that, big breath in. Soften on the exhale. Come back through center. Palms come to touch. Drop it over to the other side. Palm comes down, maybe to the forearm. This time we breathe into the right rib cage. Feel the lift on your side body. Soften on the exhale. One more. Good. Go ahead and breathe it up. Back through center. Palms will come to touch. Hands come to heart. Go ahead and set your hands down in front of you, on your legs, on your knees. And then we'll drop our chin to our chest. Feel the back of the neck open up. And then we'll find some circles. Taking it all the way around, breathing in as the nose comes up, exhaling as the chin and nose sweep down. Maybe pausing anywhere you've got a little crinkle that you want to iron out. Roll it around. Pause at the bottom, take it the other direction. Last circle here. Lift up, nice and tall. I hope that helped. Hope it makes you feel a little bit better. If there's anything else you want to get into or need some help stretching, leave it in the comments and subscribe to my channel for more tips like this. Namaste.